This is Lorenz Atlas, and I'll be talking about the podcast when they talk about the Chicago Bulls off-season moves. And I definitely agree that the Bulls have made some tremendous moves because one, they got a playmaker in Alonzo Ball, so Zach LaVine don't have to handle the ball every time, and he doesn't have to be the only primary ball handler every time. And they got another ball handler in DeMar DeRozan, who's also can handle the ball, so Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball don't have to be the only two guys on the team that handle the ball. But also, he can score from almost everywhere besides the three. But he a great mid-range shooter, and he a great playmaker. He improved his playmaking from where he was with the Raptors. Even with the Spurs last year, he was a good playmaker. I think he averaged like 6 or 7 assists last year. So, and the Nikola Vucevic trade, I think that was a good trade. Getting arguably a top 5 to top 6 big in the NBA. He can stretch the floor. He can shoot the ball. He's great down low in the paint. His defense is questionable, but I think the Bulls gonna be a decent defensive team because they got Alex Caruso, who's also a great defender for the Lakers, who won a championship in 2020. So I think the Bulls have made a lot of great offseason moves. I think they're going to be like a top 6 team in the NBA. Not in the NBA, but in the East. I think they're going to make the playoffs. But all the Bulls fans that I know, they're very excited because the Bulls haven't really done much ever since Derrick Rose MVP season, really. They had Jimmy Butler, but they didn't really go far in the playoffs. Only went to the semifinals in the East. So for the Bull fans, I think if Zach LaVine and the Bulls do not make the playoffs, or they are near the bottom in the play-in, I think he could potentially leave because he's a guy that wants to win, and he ain't never made the playoffs throughout his career, even though he's a very good player. So I can see him leaving and going to a contending team if the Bulls don't make the playoffs. And also the Lauri Markkanen signing trade, I think that was a good move for the Bulls because they already have a lot of big men, not a lot of big men, but they weren't really using him that well, or he hadn't really developed into the guy that they expected him to be. So signing and trading him to Cleveland, I think that's a good move for the Bulls. But for the Cavaliers, I don't know what they were doing, but it was a lot of all-season moves this year in a few months ago. So I'm very excited for the NBA season. The game last night, both of the games were decent, and I'm very excited for this NBA season. And this was a good discussion. Thank you.